Imagine you're sitting in class and you're barely listening to the maths teacher blabble on about some work you don't even care about. Honestly, you just want freedom, and you get home, you waste your time playing video games or drinking, going through all of the bad habits that you know are bad for you, and you still do. You think about when you actually liked school. You only liked it for the social aspects and seeing your friends and the girls that you could just look at. You have no dream job, just the idea of making it out of this rut. You decide to call your friend from many years ago. You remember him always talking about fitness or business, but you never really listened. And you realize how right he was. He hears your story and decides to fly over to you with the millions of dollars that he already has because he makes more than all of his teachers in the whole entire school with all the businesses he made in high school. And he has a dream life and he brings his wife with him. And he actually teaches you how to truly succeed. You don't listen at first and you believe he's still just as crazy. You don't even believe he has that much money, but he says it's not even about the money anymore. He's just happy living his life because he did what truly made him successful and now he wants to help his old friend. You actually have a social life now. You retired your parents. You and your friend look like different levels of human compared to the guys who used to hang around. The bad habit guys, the ones drinking in the middle of the day, smoking weed, going through whatever troubles came across. All of those bad habits. My name is Abel. I help entrepreneurs like you become successful and accomplished with my lessons of life and business. If you like what you see here, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. And also make sure to leave a comment because it also helps tell me what you guys like about the video, what you dislike, and some constructive criticism on how to make my videos even better for y'all because I do this all for you. So step number one, the equation to your success has to start with upgrading your social skills. When you speak to someone, that is your number one source of communication. And I say number one because there are more to your communication. In fact, if you thought that just speaking to someone is the only way you communicate to someone, you have been lost. Because there's eye contact, there's physical, emotional, there are spiritual tensions between you. Most importantly, as a business owner, you need to know how to speak correctly to the correct person at the right time and the right place. And most importantly, in those situations, persuasion is key. Persuasion is your number one thing you need to focus on. Whether or not you are the main topic of the conversation, you have to let people know that you are also very important to that conversation. You don't talk to talk, you actually have to walk the walk. Think about it like this. You go to the gym. You go to the gym and you say hi to a couple guys. You fist bump some of them and you tell them to keep on going. They reach that PR, sweet, great. You see somebody who you find attractive and you get scared, but you decide to go up to her after glancing like 5 or 6 times. Those 5 or 6 times, she already noticed you glancing at her. That's already communication number one. So she already knows you're interested, but you walk up to her anyways. That's the physical, number two. You've been stalling on walking up to her. She's already lost some respect for you. And number three, the way you talk to her. Oh, I thought you were really attractive, and oh, you're working out here. How's your day been? You know, I don't actually think of you as a bad person. I don't think of anybody as a bad person for even doing this. You're leveling up your social skills. You're leveling up whatever it is, but you need to upgrade yourself in a way where you can talk to the president or a king of a kingdom as if you were talking to your friend. Talk with the utmost confidence that you have in your voice. Speak with that knowledge and wisdom that you uphold, knowing that even if you don't have that, that person would still trust you. Persuasion is key. And so step number two is visualization. Visualization is when you think of your future and you think of it in either a good tone or a bad tone. You think of what might happen on this next test, this next grade. You think of this girl that you saw, maybe you'll get her number. You think of this next business approval, this next business approach. You think of this next money model that you might use to gather some more entrepreneurs to help you or some more customers. Or you think of them in a bad light. You think that you won't be able to get those customers. You won't be able to get those money models in the right time, in the right place. You think you will fall out of your relationship. You think you will fall out of everything. And this affects your business greatly. So greatly, I've learned countless times over and over from experience, my business has done way worse countless of times when I was in a negative spot and thinking negatively. Firstly, positive visualization is actually work. It is not actually just like some meditation crap. Some meditation is good, by the way. I'm not crapping on meditation, but it's not some like spiritual connection, peace, mind control thing. This is actually work. You actually have to think of yourself in a good light, because a lot of people put themselves in a negative light and they realize that this is not helping them, but they still do it and they still continue to go into that bad habit of negative visualization. And other than this actually being work, every thought has an effect. Every single one that you have. Because when you think of anything, you're 50 to 100,000 thoughts a day. When you think about anything, that thought stays in your subconscious. When that thought stays in your subconscious, you might think about it in your conscious again. And visualizing that negative thought that you had about a week ago and it comes back again just makes everything even more negative. So this also affects your long-term and short-term visualizations. But obviously these can be so much better, so I'm just going to tell you how to get them better anyways, because I'm just your number one YouTuber. So a long-term is when you have your set goals and write down the vanity metric. So like, for example, X amount of money or a blank amount of 10 physique by a certain year, like a 10 out of 10 physique, or certain metric of money that you want by 2026 or 2027. You want to make this amount of money. You want to get this type of physique. You want to get this and that and do it by that time, that deadline. That is looking long term. That is looking into the future. That is when you truly have to visualize positively. Short term is thinking about the goals along the way that you have now. And usually that's where bad habits come in. But when you think bad habits in long term, that destroys everything in your short term. These two are both connected. And if you let both get separated, you will separate them and they will come back together as negatives. And these will not be helpful at all to your business. It seems like logic and common sense, but a lot of people actually don't really think about this correctly. And so step number 3 is to invest in the right things. And if you just started, I just got to say, don't invest at all, because your business is the first thing you should be focusing and investing on first. Investing is when you put a certain amount of money into something that either goes up or goes down. If it goes up, you go up. If it goes down, you go down. Financially, this is how stocks work. This is how investments work. If you invest in the wrong things, whether financially, emotionally, in your personal life or outside of your personal life, investing takes control of everything. And you only want to invest and make this passive money if you already have money off of your business. Because those lies and those business gurus that these people try to tell you, oh, it's actually the best way to make money. Investing is the 100% absolute foolproof way to make money. In reality, it's really not. And This only makes you passive money for the time being. Now, passive money is great. You don't have to work. You don't have to do all of the extra steps. But you want to actually have a business, don't you? You want to keep on leveling up, keep on making more. Want to keep on striving for new ambitions and new goals. You want to have everything. At least for now, you want to focus on one main thing. And you don't want to get distracted by anything else. And in order to invest, you have to make your money through your business first. And so level up your business skills, level up your social skills and your visualization, level up everything that you need, that one equation that literally is the key to the door of success. And you succeeding will grant you your freedom that nothing else could in your life. Do not take this for granted, because it is absolutely the best advice I could give you. Investing in the right things is the most important thing. And finally, step number 4, make your first sale in anything, really. Buy today. If you're watching this late in the day, I guess you could start tomorrow. The only excuse you'd have to start tomorrow. But if you're watching this in the middle of the day or the beginning of the day, it doesn't even matter. If you have, and I know you do, I guarantee you have something that you believe is trash in your house, but you just keep it there just in case. Go ahead and sell it. If you have a sweater that doesn't fit you anymore, if you have a globe you want to sell, like I legit have this globe, I actually want to keep it. It's pretty cool. But if you have anything you want to sell, honestly, you can just make an account on eBay, connect your card, connect money, and you just made a couple bucks right there in one day. You've already started in business and you've already learned something. It'll take a couple hours to make money. And you'll feel so hyped after that first sale, that first ching in the box, in the register. And once you realize it's possible to make money online, you feel unstoppable, but you have to remember to lower your ego and lower yourself just a bit. And make sure to make that first sale and learn from it. You can make anything make you money. You have to get people to legally give you their money so you give them something that took you just a couple hours of your week. It was honestly free, really. It only cost you a couple hours or maybe a day of your time, of your life. And you charge what, like $100 for that? And you just made $100 for free. And so your business just has to start going. You don't live on momentum. You make the momentum live on you. And you have to keep this momentum pushing. It's like a gas-powered car. When you're driving the car, the gas is going to run out eventually. The gas station is the place you go to improve and upgrade yourself or to recharge. When you fill the tank up and you're not empty yet, you get to go even further and you go on that momentum. You go on that momentum and you go on that momentum. But if you keep on going that momentum and you think you'll make it to your destination a bit early, or you think you're at the top tier level when you're probably like still top 20%, which is decent, but you're not top 10%, you're not top 1%. And it's not empty, but you're like, oh, cars lie. It's probably not even empty. And your car stops in the middle of the road. You didn't make it to the gas station. In fact, you skipped more than 5 on your trip to the destination. Make sure you stop at every upgrade, because humbling yourself to know that you need every advantage you can get is probably the biggest advantage that you could possibly get in this game, in this business world. So that is going to be all for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. And also leave a comment and tell me what other type of videos I should be making. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.